So over the years I've developed sort of a concrete working pattern. I'll generally start off with a rough idea and move that to my thumbnail sketches, which are actually the roughest stage of the whole production. Those allow me to see the multiple ideas that are running through my head. And from there I will go to the finished pencil draft, which is actually the most laborious part of the whole procedure. There you really start to polish up everything and you see everything really start to come together before the final stage, which is painting. You sit there and you just kind of get to have fun, you know, for the first time in the whole process. Not that the other times aren't fun, but you start rolling along and it's the easiest part of the whole process. It really is. And I begin laying down layers and layers of watercolor until I spiral up to this finished point. And that's when you can sit back and finally enjoy all the work that you've done.
I think that Erik's work demonstrates a couple of strong features that make it identifiable, you know, to him. One is that you know, we usually start with good drawing. He does his homework with respect to you know, he uses strong reference.
I always like to use models for guidelines in my illustrations. I will borrow people from everyday walks of life, people that I know, people that I've come into contact with, somebody that works down the street at the supermarket. I might feel that they fit the role, and I will bring them in, and depending on what I need them for, I will enlist their services for a certain period of time. Or if it's relatives, I will have them work pro bono most of the time.
You know, he brings his painting style to bear on that to produce, you know, pretty well rendered, realistic, representational images. He's able to keep his colors clean, things don't get muddy, the colors are bright.
He's got a good sense of realism, works from photographic references, but what's kind of nice about him is they don't copy the picture, they kind of reinvent it.
One of the things that's great about working from life is that you're not just illustrating a two-dimensional image, you're illustrating this person's characteristics, you're illustrating their charisma, and that's something that really can't be faked in a whole lot of instances. Using them as photo references just helps to take it to that next level.
If you know how to draw from life, you're able to close your eyes almost, so to speak, and if you're really good at remembering what you've absorbed into your brain, you're going to be able to document just about anything. Like thinking of like how many holes are in a pair of shoes, how many laces would get crossed over. So I think a lot of those things are kind of forgotten. And I think the more you draw from life, the more you start becoming aware and apparent of all those little tiny details that normally you take for granted every day.
I always try to make these images universally relatable in the sense that even if you didn't speak a word of English, you would still kind of understand what's going on. You would still be able to identify with the emotion that is in the illustration itself. So that's something that I love about it, is that it transcends social barriers and things like that, and it's something that I'll never get tired of.